बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। प्यारे बच्चों, अस्सलाम वालेकुम वरहमतुल्लाहि वबरकातुहू। उम्मीद है कि आप सभी खैर वाफियत से होंगे। डियर स्टूडेंट्स, आज का जो हमारा टॉपिक है क्लास 11 सब्जेक्ट इकोनॉमिक्स के लिए वह है फीचर्स ऑफ इंडियन एग्रीकल्चर। प्यारे बच्चों, जहाँ तक एग्रीकल्चर यानी काश्तकारी या ज़राअत सेक्टर का ताल्लुक़ है, हमारे मुल्क में अभी भी एक कसीर तादाद की अवाम इससे वाबस्ता है। At the time of independence, this sector had the biggest share in the GDP of India, but year by year its contribution goes on declining, and currently its contribution to GDP is only 7%, and its contribution to the employment is presently, as per the 2017 this census which is available here, that the contribution of employment is in agriculture by agriculture sector is 42.7%. So dear students, we can say that still a large portion of population of our country is engaged with agriculture sector. So a great emphasis and importance was laid in Indian planning for the development of agriculture sector. However, before going to discuss which steps were taken by the Indian authorities or Indian administration to uplift this agriculture sector, first we will discuss the futures of Indian agriculture system. Yes, dear students, the first and the foremost future of this Indian agriculture system is that it is over dependence on uncertain rains. Dear students, the dependence of agriculture on nature is generally much larger than in case of other occupations. But in India, this dependence on rains is rather too much. In the absence of adequate irrigation facilities, about 70% of the cultivation in India looks to the rain for water supply. But rains in India are inadequate, uncertain and irregular. In few places it rains too much, however in other places it rains so little. तो इसकी अक्कासी यानी कि अनसर्टन ऑफ दिस रेन्स, इसकी अक्कासी और इसके रिफ्लेक्शंस हम इंडियन एग्रीकल्चर में हम देख सकते हैं कि हम दिन ब दिन देखते हैं कि फार्मर्स जो है वो सुसाइड करते हैं। क्यों वो सुसाइड करते हैं? क्योंकि वो बेचारे इस फार्मिंग के लिए लोन लेते हैं in order to apply the new technology in agriculture, मगर due to uncertain weather and due to uncertain rains, जो उनकी वो मेहनत है वो उस पर पानी फेर जाता है। कभी इतनी बारिश होती है कि सैलाब के ज़द में आकर सारी फसल तबाह हो जाती है, और कभी बारिश ना होने की वजह से पूरी फसल तो बर्बाद होती है। तो जो हमारा जो ये किसान भाई है, इस पर प्रेशर पड़ता है फाइनेंशियल के लिहाज से, तो बेचारा कुछ भी फिर कर बैठता है। सो a great emphasis is now laid on this on these problems. Now the another future of this Indian agriculture is multiplicity of crops. Yes, dear students, what do we mean by this multiplicity of crops? The large variety in climate and soil conditions make it possible for the country to produce many different kinds of crops. Compared to countries where there only a few types of crops can be grown, India's position is satisfactory. This allows India, or we can say this allows Indian agriculture to meet the needs for different types of foods, raw materials, and fluctuating demands of exports. Another important feature of Indian agriculture system is predominance of small farmers. As dear students, a substantial number of farmers in the country are small farmers. This is largely due to the backward nature of agriculture and the rapid rising population, which is leading to subdivision and fragmentation of holdings. So farmers cultivate tiny piece of land. Many of them do not own any land and work as a tenants on the lands belonging to others. With no or little resources, these farmers are unable to make any worthwhile investment in land, nor can they make other necessary arrangements for the requirement of agriculture operations. As a result, agriculture is not carried on as a business. Instead, it serves merely as a source of subsistence. Now, as far as the ownership of the land pattern of India is concerned, it is characterized by large inequalities. While a few own large areas of land, a very large number of people have no or very little land. For example, the upper 12% of the village households own 2/3 of the total agricultural land, as against this about 50% of the village householders possess only a little more than 1% of the land. And another feature of Indian this agriculture is it is low productivity. That is why there is low productivity, because Indian agriculture is not so much exposed to the new technologies as it would have been. So that is why the agriculture productivity is not to that extent which it would have had been, which it would have been. यानी कि एग्रीकल्चर प्रोडक्टिविटी अभी उतनी ज़्यादा नहीं है जितनी होनी चाहिए थी. इसमें इम्प्रूवमेंट, इस बात में कोई शक नहीं कि इम्प्रूवमेंट आ गई है इसमें, मगर अभी उतनी इम्प्रूवमेंट नहीं आ गई है जितनी होनी चाहिए थी. सो डियर स्टूडेंट, दिस वाज द मेन फीचर्स ऑफ इंडियन एग्रीकल्चर. This was all about today's topic, and in the next lecture we will discuss other concepts related to the topic. So it was all about today. Thank you. Allah Hafz Nasir.